Audio's on. Hi, people.
Recording.
Where would you guys like to remind me what you did last?
We murdered a dwarf.
Actually, we didn't.
I am aware.
I didn't drop the cave.
On the definitely a dwarf.
Definitely a dwarf.
It was quite exciting.
I'm mildly confused. What? I thought I knew, but apparently I don't.
Don't know what?
You don't remember
Exactly.
fighting the dude? It was definitely not a dwarf.
Fighting the dwarf dude? No. Gosh darn it. Also, forgive me, people. I'm finishing up my dinner because enchiladas are delicious and my wife loves me.
Congrats.
That is nice. Yeah, there was a bit of a collapse, wasn't there? Nothing much to
Yeah,
talk of, right?
we
Oh yeah.
let's see. After finding the werewolf guy, we went to a house. I think we tracked banners to it or something. I don't know. We found a hidden trapdoor leading to some kind of underground cave thing, in which we found a dwarf, which our monk immediately started stabbing.
After getting okay from our dwarf, it's cultural.
Yes.
Also, we found out who let the dogs out.
Yeah. Sultan did a. I have no idea what that was, but it did a lot.
It's magic.
Howie.
Let's see. After dealing with the dogs, we came up, and there was not a dwarf, but an incubus.
Yes.
I love that band.
And a collapsed cave. Who we promptly murdered the incubus. And then we left and went to the tavern, and talked a bit about how if the weird cultists aren't happy with what we did, then they should have specified something else.
So hopefully we didn't just piss off a cult. Odds are we did.
Wait, are we...
Oh,
They asked
joy.
us to kill an outsider, and we killed an outsider. If they wanted something else, they should have said so.
I don't remember if they told us to go back or not.
Yeah, none of us
Yes,
remember.
that's actually
Pretty-
where we left off, was you guys talking about whether or not you should go back, and if I recall, you already, I already asked you to mark off coin for rooms and food.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we decided, nah, bro, we don't care.
How much
I think
was
it came down
for
to, it was
per room?
2 silver, I
can't
think.
remember. 2 silver
It
for-
was 5 silver a room, 3 for the food.
Dayun did ask to stay with my character
Oh, yeah.
at his place, because, yeah.
Because Wolfchild is my friend now, because everything he's done is perfect. He's like, oh, I can survive that, cultists. Oh, I can beat up an incubus. Oh, I won't die to Sultan's bullshit.
I'm the only one who covered my ears, and thus I'm the only one who doesn't really know what just happened.
Notate, you are the only one with high IQ because of that. You can lord it over everybody. You were the one who closed his ears.
Is that IQ or is that
Lowest
wisdom?
intelligence in the group, smartest decision.
Well, it
Look,
wasn't a
high
bad idea until the
intelligence
ceiling
doesn't-
also fell on me.
High intelligence doesn't mean good decisions.
True. My character is a decent wisdom character.
Wait, isn't intelligence decisions and wisdom's just gathering info?
Alright.
No,
can't remember.
wisdom is the measure of your ability to judge, see, and understand. Intelligence is your ability to retain knowledge that you've learned.
Gotcha.
He said cover ears, and he genuinely seems to know what he's talking about, so I did. And then everything went wrong for everyone else.
It was a lovely interaction.
Including him. Question.
Yes.
What happens if he covers his ears?
that doesn't work.
Technically, I don't think he can.
No,
can't
that
deafen
I
yourself
think that
from yourself.
specifically says it doesn't work because, and it doesn't make sense anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Questions for later.
it's not realistically possible to stop hearing yourself by covering your ears.
Yeah, and also it's like you're uttering the words, so they're entering your mind anyways.
True.
True.
That's true. All right.
Cool. Let's go to
But-
sleep. Because I am down at half HP.
It's been a long day.
You're covered in scrapes, bruises, and blood.
It's been as long as
Would be
any other
nice.
day, though.
True.
I don't know about that one.
Worst things have happened.
All right. So if I'm correct, Wolfchild and Celtic or Dune, you were heading, or Dune, you were going with Wolfchild. Would you like to tell me where it is you're going for your rest space?
The spot I have near the outskirts of the city that I regularly use.
Okay. So you're like, I'm gonna go with you to where you're going, and then he leads you toward the outer gate.
Not me astray yet.
All right. So
Yeah.
you find your little burrow that you've had that, for the most part, acts as a good protection. I mean, if any of the real predators out there did find it, it'd be over. But it hasn't been a problem yet in your life.
Yeah.
The rest of you get your rooms and get a nice little rest. So let me go ahead and knock you with that. Rest. Long rest. Boom.
Dayun will note, I do specifically leave out the now both traps that I have at the entrance before going to sleep.
Perfect.
Because
Again.
I now have 2 of them.
Again, I mark that in the win category of, oh, he's not a complete idiot. Sweet.
All right. I'm
Man
going to
lives in the
see.
most hostile environment this side of the world.
Yeah.
Doesn't give a
I'm
flying
gonna see what you hear. Okay. It is a peaceful and quiet night this time.
It's good.
That is very good.
Good one.
Nice.
All right. So,
Um,
with the rest under your belts, and let me just hit that so it's a bit cleaner. With that, and all of you rested, room and food still covered currently, you take the lead in the nice town of Keizo's Watch. As for the rest of you, it's not really a quiet morning. There's a little bit more noise, a little bit more hustle. There's a bit of, shall we say, frustration in the tavern space of this building, as apparently there is a large amount of talk about, a collapsed house. Is it safe to live in the town anymore? Things like that.
Was it ever safe in the first place here on the edge of the scar, after all?
True. Dumb
But
question,
something
Josh.
to think about it.
Yes, do you first, since you
Sorry,
are not
just a
cutting
quick
out.
question. Do you want me to drop my speed by 10 because of slight encumbrance?
Technically, yes.
It's literally my base pack, though. This sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Then I'll just drop stuff off my box that I wouldn't have been carrying then, so I'm not.
Yeah.
As to
Yes,
not deal
backpacks
with-
can be dropped.
Well, I don't care about the backpack, but I mean, like, I don't really care about a mess kit. I'll eat with my hands. Great.
Fair enough. Alright. Things are in order. How about you, Kozak? You were trying to say something, but you were kind of cutting out, so I gave Diyun priority.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright. So then it was nothing?
It was nothing.
Alright.
I believe
With
there was
the,
a job board.
Yes. There is a job board within the tavern. I put the pin in the wrong place, but you can't see it anyway. Yes. Sitting next to the counter, there's a job board. There's a lot of people talking. There's room for the collection of rumors. As eventually, of course, I assume that the other two party members do return to the rest of the team.
Yeah.
So, as you two return to this aged, red-painted, walled tavern, with Kenku running around collecting orders and such, you can see whoever of the rest of the party decides that they has decided that they want to exit their rooms and rejoin the rest of the rabble down below.
Yeah, I'd be down there.
No.
All right.
Is that fella who took me and Dion into his room? Is he still here?
He is. Yes, he is currently here. He's this guy. He is actually playing his music.
Okay. I'm gonna keep my eye on him. I'm gonna try to look like I'm not.
All right. Go ahead and give me the first roll of the night. Give me a little stealth check to hide weary eyes.
Forget. Sorry, I can't remember. Was it the hermit? Did I still have the proficiency in stealth from the harmonic soul background, or was
Yes.
it? Okay, I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, you're just getting the background feature changed. That's all.
Right. Cool. Ha! It's an 11.
Hey.
On 11, you believe that you are convincingly, not noticeably staring at him.
Is he staring at him? Can I see?
What's your passive perception?
15.
Yeah, he's staring at him.
Thank you, wisdom-based characters.
I can also see that because my passive is 13.
All right.
Yep.
Question is, do you care as much as Diyun does?
No.
Dude, I just noticed I don't actually really care. You can kind of do what you want at this point. I'ma just end up following you.
That's not creepy.
Right.
I said I'd take care of you until we figure out what happened. At the very least, a man of my word.
You notice this hobgoblin figure comes up to the notice board and seems to pin some kind of paper to it.
Oh, I'm the first one there.
Okay. You can see a handful of different pieces of paper and cloth pinned to this board. Some of them are just like asks for trade for a cow for a dozen chickens or things like that. However, there are, of course, some of these notices are a little bit more pertinent to your interests. Would you like to look at the one he posted just now first, or just go down the list of them?
go with that one first, but then the next one I want to look at is whatever's hidden behind a couple of them. Just kind of lift them up and see if anything's behind them. Just something that got buried a little bit.
All right. So the piece he posted is in a fairly well kept piece of paper. Expensive kind of stuff.
Cool.
And it says, "Warning! Northern towns found ruined and destroyed. Hundreds dead. Avoid the northern road. Authorities believe there to be a dragon attacking. No investigators have returned alive. Dragon slayers and adventurers, speak to your local authorities about how you can help."
Okay, now Brevin's freaking out. Dragons are a thing in this one? I thought this world they were all dead.
That was
In our current
that's-
setting, but that's like 80 years before our other campaign. So in this point, it's like 300 years before their extinction.
Oh, cool.
Ident is a half
Perfect.
dragon.
Yeah, that's why we have a half dragon.
Duh, I'm an idiot.
It's okay.
Continuing. Okay, so cool. I'll glance over to the group if we're sitting at a single table, which I didn't pull out the map because I'm dumb. And say, hey, anybody want to go fight a dragon, or do we want something a little bit nicer?
You shouldn't mess with a dragon.
What I figured. All right, and the next thing is I'm gonna look towards the bottom, like underneath a couple papers, see if something's still there or got stuck or something.
There is an
Kind of
old
forgotten.
post. It says, Yecker Gale Hamlet has gone silent. Travelers reportedly saw the town covered in fog, advised to avoid.
I grab that one, put it in my pocket. Anything else there that looks interesting?
There's one in funny, scratchy language.
Yes.
Let
What
me
does it
see if
say?
I can do the voice for it. It's a little difficult to read, and I'll try and do his voice as you interpret him to speak. "Some ate me and dead, over the viver bed. Horrid beastie it was. Avenge me only bud, and I give you everything."
Okay, cool.
That is
I look back
effectively
and-
what is written on there.
I look back and say, anybody want to help a dwarf?
For your visual aid to see how terrible that writing is.
That was beautiful.
Hmm.
I think a dwarf might be a child.
Well, what's the? Does it have a pay for it?
Everything is all it says.
All right. Suppose we could.
All right, I pull that one, put it in my pocket too.
I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
Alright.
Eat breakfast. We'll sit down and eat first. Don't worry, Stelton. We're not sadists. We didn't join the cold.
You can see about 3 more. Some are warnings, some are not, if you want to go through them.
Yeah, just a quick rundown of them.
Alright. One says, "Warning, shrill laughter heard over the Scar winds. Gnolls believed to be in the area. Be on guard venturing out into the outer hamlets."
Okay.
Which that one is just a warning. However, there are 2 postings for jobs. One is a monster hunt. A fearsome beast attacked a town and killed 10. The town is north of Kaizo's Watch, known as Batterbar Buck, or Batterbar Bruck. The people are willing to pay a reward for the creature's death, though the exact amount is not specified.
Okay.
It seems to be a running thing with some of these.
Yeah, they don't.
And then the last one says, outer hamlets built in the Scar are requesting some assistance. They want people... they will pay for trackers and scouts to track down and scout out the movements of recent orcish bands that seem to have been moving through the area.
All right, so I bring down those 2 jobs also, and I bring them over to the table and set them down and say, hey, this is what we're looking at. Also, we should look out for... Actually, I bring the Knoll one too, just to warn. And I put down everything I grabbed on the table and say, here's what we got. I want to look at the Misty Town at some point, because that sounds fun. That sounds very my speed. So I wouldn't mind heading there eventually. We've got Knolls that we could probably... Somebody will pay us per head, probably. That's normally how those work. We have this person that their mum and dad, I assume it's mother and father, were killed. And we get whatever they're willing to pay. They're looking for trackers and hunters. on the other two.
Wolfchild perks up at that one.
Yeah, other two. One of them's hunting a monster, one of them's scouting orc bands. So, not sure how much you care about hunting your own kin.
Not my kin.
Looks up and down. Okay,
Wolfkin.
fair point. Fair point. But yeah, so one of them's more of a scout stealth mission. One of them's more a search and destroy. Two of them are search and destroy actually. And
Yeah.
the one that I eventually
will
want to get
note-
to is the mystery.
The notice board is not the only way to acquire potential jobs, of course. Some of you have your own connections as well as there's always striking out on your own. I don't want you to feel like these are your only options.
No, but I just really like the neatness of notice boards. Plus, I figured Harmonic Soul will come to me when they need me.
Well, I will say that the stealth one isn't really my suit, so
True.
Hunting things is what I do.
I will say-
I would really rather not go back into that place. It's kind of
It's
What
not
place?
that bad.
it, I still have glass in my body. My
Oh,
eye is still bugging me.
I don't. Josh, would we be traveling that way, or would we'd be traveling the opposite way? Correct.
So
Oh, the one
To
out in the scar
clarify-
we would not be.
yeah, if you're hunting the orcs, the gnolls, those are all in the Scar.
Okay.
But the fearsome beast that killed 10 people, that's north within the Empire, so you won't be going out into the Scar.
Okay.
Same with the Dragon Slayer request, as well as it seems the something in the Viverbed creature.
Okay. So dragons out. We could go north and hunt two monsters. Get paid for that. Where's the Misty Village? Is that in the Scar? Or is that to the north?
Yekurgal is out. Let me get my map so I can get a feel for its location.
Yeah, at Sultan's saying, I still have something in my eye. I am leaning in, like, where is it? Just fingers straight towards his eye.
Yes. I should be over here. I got you.
Just because I want to. I'm gonna lift up like my eyelid a little bit. It's like it's right in here. Get,
Alright,
get it out.
I'm gonna try
Wait,
and
Wait,
grab it out.
Wait. wait, where? Ah, oh,
I got it.
Okay.
oh, you didn't have to tug so hard.
So,
Of course I did.
Yekurgal, the hamlet that's gone completely
Oh, wow,
silent,
that's
covered
much
in
better.
fog.
Yeah.
That is along a southern road, kind of the scenic route, as it were.
I will hand the shard of glass to him now.
Okay. It's a southern road
Okay,
to where,
that's
Josh?
great. It's along a southern road toward Blackclaw Port, which is the Hobgoblin capital,
Okay.
which
So I
is no
wouldn't
more
mind
than a
going-
few days away from where you are. The town is
Okay.
a off the path kind of thing.
Okay. So it sounds like or the riverbed is very much close. We should probably do that first if we're gonna do it. That's hunting the horrible beastie that killed somebody's parents. That's to the north, Selton. No more glass shards.
Maybe we should try to figure out what the kind of monster it is before we go hunting it.
Well, okay, fair, but that's kind of implied when we take this off the post. Let's see. So we don't want to go bug with orcs. You guys sure? I mean, anybody want to veto Selton?
Orcs are mean.
Yeah, we wouldn't really be bugging them. It'd just be kind of watching and reporting.
Says the party with two half orcs.
As one of the
Yeah.
half orcs.
But they still wouldn't like that.
You don't want to? Okay.
They generally don't ever like it when I'm around.
yeah, I don't think
Doesn't
Okay.
matter what I'm doing near them.
Yeah. Well, and Kozak's definitely against, so that's 3 out of 6, so that's no way to get a majority.
Did you mention the dragon slaying one?
Yeah, I called over while I talked about dragons.
I didn't basically just point to that and says that's a bad idea.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
mess
we-
with dragons.
we all
You-
agreed dragons was a bad idea. That's why I didn't even bring it over. I just kind of called back, said, "Dragons, anyone? No, good." I figured we would have to take you to the asylum at that point.
We got lots of work to do before we're ready for something like that.
Yeah,
I'd be
out of
interested.
character. I get magic fist before we do that.
I'd be terribly interested to talk to one, but I don't think that'd be a good idea to fight one, because
Well, Selton, there's one like literally 2 seats away from you.
Yes, but I didn't. You haven't been alive for 1,000 years or anything, have you?
No.
Insight
No.
check.
Me?
All right.
Do you want me to actually roll it?
You can, but he gets to decide whether it's diplomacy or deception.
Yeah, don't tell me that.
So go ahead and roll it inside the tower.
Yeah, I.
Or roll a flat d20 and then just add the modifier yourself and tell him yes or no.
Yeah.
Diplomacy? Is that like...
It's your choice.
Diplomacy's persuasion or deception. So if you're lying, deception.
Right, yeah.
If you're telling the truth.
Persuasion or deception. It's your choice. Don't let him know.
Because Diyun just doesn't trust anyone. So I'm always on guard.
I don't actually know what that result was.
Yeah, because it went to Josh.
Yeah.
He seems seems to be telling the truth.
Cool.
He's not
Okay, so-
sweating or anything, though you can't be certain a half dragon would sweat.
Yeah, half dragons are weird.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So dragons are out. So it looks like we got 2 beasties, and eventually I wouldn't mind going south to figure out what's the misty thing. That seems intriguing.
Let's bag a beastie.
I really just want to get out of this city. So anywhere that's not the Scar is fine with me.
Honestly, Selton will probably be in the city for a couple more days for this first one.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
Selton, it's probably for a kid.
That could be.
I think that makes it worse.
I mean,
All right.
Could be true.
I call over the Kenku. Just kind of signal for him and say, "Hey,
All right.
can you put these 2 back up on the job board? We don't want them."
And then he awkwardly tries to reach up. He just takes them and awkwardly tries to reach up once he gets there because he's really short.
Okay, if I see him struggling, I like him and I'm gonna go help him. I will go put them back up and say sorry and tip him a silver.
Okay. Just gives a nod and then goes back to obtaining people's orders in perfect recitable knowledge.
well, does seem a bit presumptuous to assume it's just some kid, but it could be. Is that the one we want to do first?
It's the closest one. It's just over the river, that's what it says. I mean, Wolfchild, that's close, right?
Yeah.
So I figure we just pop that on our way out of town, stock up for a trip, and head north to hunt us a beast that slew 10 people.
All right.
Any objections? Y'all
Yes,
want to
it-
stay together as a group? You seem like talented individuals. I'm cool with that.
I don't see why we wouldn't stick by a group.
Cool. Making sure.
Mr. Wolfchild, are you coming with us?
Sure.
Yes.
Heller. Well, anyone want to dilly dally, or should we get a move on?
I'm a dilly dally for about 5 minutes and be the dum dum that I am, and casually walk over here, grab this chair, and start to look out the window.
Okay, just look
And I'm
dramatically.
trying to listen. No, I'm trying to listen to Barnaby, whatever his name is, Barry,
Banner.
Banner. Dang it!
Yeah.
Thought I had it.
Maybe
Listen to
if you
Banner
try
a little bit.
one more time.
You're gonna try and listen in on him. Go ahead and make me a perception check then.
I want to do it incognito if you don't mind.
Okay.
So I definitely hear.
Yes. Go ahead and give us that stealth check so that we can see if you're incognito. Probably you're good.
Rolls tonight, heck yeah.
Okay.
This never happens. And now I'm gonna roll straight ones for the rest of the night because I said something about
Isn't that how this works,
always.
right?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how D&D works. Definitely.
How my luck
Um,
works.
He's talking with the little gnome about his next venture to try and woo Runa Scarborn, the bartender. And the gnome does not look invested in this, but she keeps trying to give him some good advice regardless.
Okay. Cool. Well, then as I walk back, I pat him and whisper to him, this guy real quick, my contact, and say, hey,
Yeah.
keep an eye on those three in the corner. They were involved with the devil. Incubus by looks. And walk away.
Doesn't even be. He isn't even phased.
Yep. Because that's how we do.
Oh, here's how you do.
I freaking love this background, just for the record. Like, I might need to take the spy background from now on. Because this is amazing.
I'm not even the one playing it, and I know what you mean.
This is freaking fantastic. I love all
I
this
will-
cloak and dagger.
I will try in the future to always also provide world centric backgrounds for you. So
Yeah, no,
I'm
this
glad
is-
you're
this is
liking this one.
fantastic. Yeah, this is fantastic. All right, sorry, keep going. I've
No
been talking
problem.
a lot. Somebody else take the wheel.
All right. Well, if we're done trying to learn something in an open tavern where you wouldn't be speaking about anything important, we should go.
Let's go.
All right. So heading out in search of the riverbed, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda-
there's no name attached to this job poster or anything, right?
No.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kind of letting Wolfchild take the wheel to direct us to the nearest riverbed.
Yeah.
And as we're
Okay.
walking, I'm gonna ask, how are we gonna find whoever wrote this?
Well, we'll look near the riverbed that's near here, and if we don't find anybody, we'll take a different job.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just steal a
We're just-
riverbed map off the internet because I lost the one I had.
You don't have to tell us that.
Ooh.
You got to
You
keep a
could
little
just call
secret.
out about the person who put the paper in the building for the thing.
You're gonna ask for people.
Yeah, before we leave, can I ask the bartender and ask if she saw who put this up?
That would be a young Willis. Really frustrated about the whole family being eaten by something thing he keeps going on about. Really sorry story. You can actually find him down there. He's constantly trying to find and hunt down the creature of his own accord as well.
Cool. Alright, Kozak, you were right. And we walk out, I guess.
Yep.
That's not the one I'm looking for. Okay.
Cue travel montage.
Cue travel montage. Sorry. Had to go steal someone's
Travel
map.
montage.
Please forgive me.
No.
Is it a cool looking travel montage, or is it just us sleeping in a car or something?
Cart?
Why not
Period.
both?
Come on. Yeah. Somebody's no, it's we're all sleeping in the cart, but Wolfchild's pulling the cart.
Technically, there isn't actually a cart.
Dang it. Then
I'm aware.
dang it. I was very invested in that image for a little bit. actually.
Wolfchild, we're just all holding onto a rope, and Wolfchild's dragging us across the ground.
Oh yes, that's perfect.
That's more correct.
Yeah, I've
Takes
just
2 damage from sharp.
tie- I've just tied a rope to one ankle per person, and I'm just dragging them along in a chain.
By the ankle.
Because it's
Yes.
funnier that way.
Alrighty. As you travel out of the town from the gates, not going into the blistering glass sands and storms, but instead into the calmer, nicer, and more pleasant western lands of the Empire.
I believe
And-
the word you're looking for is boring.
Boring.
For you.
Yes, it is a pretty apt description for it. You're traveling over hills and under small thickets of trees. It only takes you about 3 hours before you start to hear the rustle and flow of water, which you can then eventually follow as the river till you find along the path a small figure standing on the riverside in a bit of a thicker part where there's a bit more trees and such, with his own handful of handmade wooden javelins, just chucking them into the river, yelling, "You killed my mom and dad! I get you!"
Come up behind him and
I'll do the map there.
Roll stealth. Do you scare him?
Plop him
Just
here.
around the riverbed.
Are you painting with all the colors of the wind?
Alright, and let me stick your characters onto this map that I
Crap, I
just
shouldn't have
shared.
done that. That's Disney. They'll copyright us.
Crap.
Alright. Yeah. They'll
Disney
they
Sorry.
do hate people.
Yeah, they hate any kind of good publicity.
Yeah, kind of.
Wait, I thought that was Nintendo.
They're not the same company? I thought they were. Never mind. Guess Disney has
Yeah,
a
we all know we all know the 2 iconic video game characters, Mario and his sidekick Mickey Mouse.
Dude, what are you smoking? That would be a great game. I want this now.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I
Not
do.
after
I want...
Not after Kingdom Hearts.
it's
No,
like
no. You do Epic Mickey combined with Mario Sunshine.
I'm saying it's like Epic Mickey 2 instead of that weird random second character. It's actually just Mario.
Yes.
Wait, weird random second character. You mean
That
freaking
is-
the rabbit that was the
that
original
feels-
character?
Yeah.
Remember.
The what?
Mickey Mario.
That
Yeah,
feels
no,
to me
that's
like
pretty-
such an obscure reference, and it really shouldn't be, but that's such an old thing to refer to.
Well, and he like got no publicity.
We're not old.
Yeah,
Anyway.
what's his name? Oscar Rabbit or something like that? Oswald Rabbit.
Yeah.
You've got the
That's-
map now.
Yes. We're here.
As you're approaching through the wood, you can see this fellow tossing his wooden javelins and just screaming into the riverbed in terrible broken English. This guy's probably about 22, young adult. Scruffy, his beard hasn't properly come in, so it's just like scraggly in places and
Why are you
halfway
describing
decent in
me?
others.
Now you, can all,
He's still older than me.
now you can all just picture Tyler throwing spears into a river.
Do that anyways.
He does not seem to have noticed your approach, however.
All right. I'm game to go and talk to him. Is there something anyone else wants to do?
Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna walk up and just be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Oi! Oi! Oh. What you doing over here?
All right. I suppose this river took your family away.
Aye.
So, yeah, we got your job notice. Here to dredge up some bad memories. We got to get some info before we hunt down a beastie.
Aye. Alright. Ask away, Aye.
Probably
So-
approach too.
So, what do you know? Did you see anything?
It's a big lanky beast.
Lanky. So is it long, skinny thing?
Long and spiky.
Long,
Jagged
spiky.
teeth.
All right.
Knock
Lizard.
my Emmas and father's boat right over and then snap them up. Drag them under into the water.
Does it sound like he's describing an alligator?
Give me a nature
Color
check.
was it?
Alright.
Yeah. This is a little bit out of my wheelhouse. I deal with people and demons and crap. I don't deal with just normal freaking creatures.
Honestly, neither do I.
Why
I
do I
wouldn't,
have...
I wouldn't call an alligator leaky. They're kind of fat.
Oh! Well,
He knows.
It definitely sounds like a creature some scholars have come to call a crocodile.
All right.
My alligator teaching some. Dang it, that's Disney too. Never mind.
stop singing songs.
I need to stop.
Sing DreamWorks songs instead. They're less stingy.
What are
The
you talking
dumb
about? They don't have any
beast
songs to
hides in the
sing.
bed.
What the?
But I know
What?
it comes up the river to rest, and I'm here to... He slams his fist against his hand. Give you some piece of my iron.
I'm gonna start looking for tracks or anything to follow.
Wolf child.
Alright.
What?
You think you could? Do I have any idea what its tracks would look like, or?
There are some old drawings in some of the books that you vaguely recall reading at times.
I'm gonna yeah, I probably don't know it exactly, but I'm gonna draw as much as I can remember of what a crocodile footprint would look like.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Silent Image and make a little image, or like an image of a crocodile, and be like, is this the thing that we're looking for?
Aye, but way bigger. That's just puny.
Oh no.
Give me your survival check for finding tracks.
It's gonna be as big as one of us.
Let's see. Scroll down because that's the very bottom. Oh, jeez.
Ooh, there it is. There it is. That's the normal luck we're looking at.
So logically, you
Yeah.
have to get closer to the river to try and find any tracks.
Of course.
Oh,
Everybody, mark your positions now.
So as you're kind of going into the mud, you're just looking around. It's just straight up look, and
I can't make armor.
you're not finding anything. Nothing at all. I'm assuming nobody has a passive perception of 23.
No.
Holy shit.
So as you are searching,
I was gonna say, I hope I.
Crap,
one of
I
the
don't
rocks
see.
moves, and then suddenly
Gosh, dang it.
opens its maw wide.
If only these
Everybody
characters
roll
knew
me
as much
initiative.
as
You
Tyler
are all
does.
surprised as well.
I can't be surprised by creatures that are, because alert, by creatures that I did not see.
You
I've been
can't.
so-
Alert
why not?
feet.
Alert feat. That's the feat I took. I'm so excited for that. I've been waiting to use that.
All right.
Did I manage to
I was
cast
on the lookout.
or anything?
You gain a
Casting
+5
guidance.
bonus to initiative. You can't be
Gosh,
surprised
I
while you
didn't-
are conscious. Okay.
And other
Now that
creatures
you
don't roll to
can.
gain advantage. Hee
I didn't
As a result
switch
of
my
being
spells out.
unseen by you. Okay.
That's
So
alright,
you
I'll-
are not surprised because you are a paranoid person.
Yes, I am.
Plop.
Oh, there it is, though.
Oh,
It doesn't
wow.
matter.
Okay.
Jeez, thank heaven for that +8.
So top of the initiative. Selton, you're surprised.
Shoot, I get
A
to go
rock
first.
moved. No, you're surprised. Everybody but Dune got surprised because it rolled dang good on its stealth.
I mean,
So a
That's what
rock
I
just
do.
moved and it's going to snap. That's
Wait,
basically
doesn't-
what everyone's seeing except Dune.
Wait,
You're
doesn't danger sense also apply here?
I
I think
don't think that's
just
how
for
that applies.
saving throws.
think that's just saving throws.
I am checking. I don't think it does though, but
Sorry, I just really like that, and I hate that it's useless. In the meantime, I will. Oh boy, hello, friend. I just moved my character sheet to see it.
Yeah, it is your turn because you are the only one. Because you're paranoid. You were waiting for something to move. And
Yeah, pretty much.
Big Stone just became Giant Maw, going for the orc.
Okay.
Punch it.
You act like I'm not going to. 5, 10, 15. That's 20. Oh, heck yeah. Watch this. Okay. Let's see. I need to check something before I do it. Hold on.
Crap.
Give me half a second. Where is it?
That's half a second.
It doesn't say
Also,
Not what I want.
Josh, I don't
Yeet.
think it's aligned on the squares.
that.
No,
Oh,
it's
no,
in
it
the
is.
center.
It's just that big.
It is. It's just large.
That's a.
It is in the middle of some squares. This is true.
Hey, I forgot to reset
He's just
my
a
heat
big
'cause
boy with a big token.
It is a large creature. It is 2 by 2.
That's
No, it's a 3
that's
by 3.
bigger than 2 by 2.
Yeah, so okay. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna do what I do best. And
Oh, you
might
are
be
right. It should be
oversized.
3 by 3, so it should be
Oh.
like this.
oh,
Okay.
jeez.
That is significant then. Okay.
Yeah, because we're not.
Well, if I go here,
Thank you
it's
for the
within
catch.
range for me to punch, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna punch me a croc.
punch that crocodile.
punch it right in the mouth. Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, no, this is fine.
Punch the
Crikey,
teeth out.
man.
Just put your fist in.
Son of a gun.
It's alright. It's
You know what?
alright.
I'm angry. I'm doing flurry of blows and I'm hitting twice more. I don't care. I was gonna dodge, but I'm grumpy. I don't want to
I'm
miss.
so
That's
used.
a hit.
I'm so used to.
You
our
can roll
martial
your attacks into
characters.
the target. Also, Flurry of Blows only grants you unarmed attacks, not daggers.
Yeah, but it's the same.
Alright.
Same modifier. And it's the same damage right now.
Except one's bludgeoning. Could be significant.
Bludgeoning.
But I can just roll the damage onto him from the So I assume I hit on 2 of those, didn't I?
Yes.
Man, my loving my rolls now. I told you I said something. Cool. So first things first, I'm gonna go to elbow drop it, and I miss because I'm stupid. And then I immediately stand up into an uppercut, and when I connect with that one and it doesn't move, I try and left hand hook it, and that also does absolutely nothing. It looks like I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
I
you must
made
have
a
angered some
grievous-
dice god, man.
I always anger the dice gods. That's sort of my freaking life.
Your existence
I
is an
was
insult
not
to
aware
the
the dice gods had any other state.
They don't when certain.
Hold on now.
Angered, you rolled a 16 and a 19.
Well,
You
yeah,
did
that's
roll
fair.
pretty good on those.
There's my. The
Alright.
So yeah,
dice
that's what
gods do
happened.
play favorites. Let's
That
put it
is your
that way.
turn.
Yep, and that is my turn. And I look at him and I'm like, I might have made a mistake. I look to Wolfchild and be like, I might have miscalculated that.
Wolfchild, you are not only surprised by the rock suddenly opening its mouth and starting to go to bite you, but also by the blur of a human just flashing right up past you, or right by you, and then throwing punches. You are surprised.
I'm not sure which surprises me more, the rock moving or him being there so quickly.
The commoner is
This is how I
surprised.
freaking do.
Jason surprised, and Identh surprised. And now it's its turn. And it's going to follow through with that attack I've been trying to describe this entire time.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. So, the rock bit you.
Okay.
It did a bite. Oh, jeez.
Really badly.
3d10 plus 5.
Has anybody got a Genji I need healing soundbite?
And you are grappled and restrained in its mouth.
Oh, yikes.
As it's just chompy-chomped on you. And then, as it turns away, it is going to smack Dune with its tail, or attempt to. An attempt it did.
That's 8. Holy crap.
Plop. Ah!
Oh,
And you make
really
a
angry.
strength save.
I
You
really
fail.
angered that god.
And you fall prone.
And I'm on my butt. Cool.
Yep. And then it is going to I'm just going
Yeah,
to
walk-
select both of you.
Walk away from me.
5, 10, 15. Drag you into the water.
I
Which
get
is
a
not
reaction,
shallow.
don't I?
You can make a reaction, yes.
Oh, it's a disadvantage because I'm prone. Ugh.
Try and
Don't
do a
like
rising
these.
kick.
Oh no, it's a knee to the face. That's the goal here. Oh heck yes.
Oh, nice! You have been forgiven by the dice
Dice
gods.
gods didn't like the fact you called them angry.
Like,
This isn't mercy. This is spite.
yeah, it's totally spite. So 1. So, yeah. Oh crap! I used the dagger. So I guess I just try and stand and swipe up with the dagger as much as I can at its tail. Carve as much off as I can. And I like nick it. I'm like,
You get
Come
into
on.
its tough, scaly hide. There is a good nick, but this thing is big. And the wound is nice on a person. Not so good on a giant crocodile.
yeah, I just tickled it.
Selton,
Okay.
it's dragging Wolfchild into the water. You imagine
Can
drowning
I
is
see
coming next.
Wolfchild right now?
Yeah, he's a tall guy.
Okay.
I am 6'1".
Because I forgot to switch my spells, but it works for this. It works for this. We're gonna go ahead and cast Bless.
Ooh.
All right.
Do I just drag that over to people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's 3 people at first level, right?
Yes.
Cool. So we're gonna bless you. We're gonna. Did that work?
It
did you
did
do
not
it?
apply to him.
To Wolfchild. Did
There-
that not work?
Doesn't seem like it.
There is an
No.
effect. There's a little man button next to the effect. You drag that onto him.
Yeah, you might have to expand it by hitting the magnifying glass. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I drag that onto you.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we're gonna give that to Diyun.
I'm gonna need it.
And Kozak, you'll be fine without it, I think. So we'll give it to we'll give it to we'll give it to our melee people. So we'll give it to Jason.
Jason, please. Give it to the big scary paladin.
And then a bonus action, analyze enemy.
All right. Analyze enemy is applied.
And I am going to move to right there.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to scream. Because this is terrifying.
The screams have blessed us. Its screams of terror invigorate us.
If I'm correct, analyze enemy lasts a minute, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna put a blank effectless blop there. Oh, it was unable to decode the effects.
I can
keep track.
actually drag that onto someone.
You can, but it won't apply it because it doesn't have code yet.
Cool.
That's fine.
I
Alright,
dig it.
so it is analyzed. That ends your turn.
Yep.
Kozak.
all right. Is there enough of it above water to hit with a fire spell?
Yes. It has not been able to submerge yet.
Say,
I'm
please don't
going
thunder
to
us.
pull out the big guns and hit it with 3 rays of fire as I cast Scorching Ray.
Alright.
So I am going to reroll that one.
Alright.
Chronal Shift. Teens, that's it.
You reset time to undo the squish.
Right. And the third one. 3 hits. Doing
Nice, nice, nice.
7, 6, and 7.
Alright. You get some good damage in on it. 3 bolts of fire. Everybody sees one seemingly miss, and then suddenly it didn't anymore.
Yep. Alrighty. And that's my turn.
I like time magic.
Yeah.
Do you? Sure.
Do
It's
alternate
in the
time.
deeper water, but
So does that just mean it's difficult terrain?
difficult terrain for now.
Okay. Fetch it. You only live once. And I'm gonna come up and hit it first. So I stood up, took half my movement, then I moved the other 20 feet to get there because difficult terrain sucks. Stand, and I'm going to try and just plunge my dagger as deep as I can into its tail, see if I can piss it off. That'll do it.
A hit. Oh, I have to remove the disadvantage effect. But that was a hit regardless.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
And I'm probably going to take patient defense this time.
Okay. You can feel... I would say at this point the water is kind of up to about the lower part of your rib cage. So any further up where it gets a little deeper, you might start having difficulty making attacks in the water.
Cool. Good to know.
Alright.
So yeah, so I go and I just plunge my knife into his tail as hard as I can, and it probably doesn't go very far. And then I step back and kind of take a deep breath and just center myself like, okay.
Flow like water. Alright.
Rage. Bonus action rage, action break grapple.
Break grapple, alright, that is advantage because of the rage, so go ahead and make a strength check.
Strength or athletics?
It's a DC 16 athletics, I'll say.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Alright, so you grab both parts of the snout, pry it open enough to get yourself free from its bite for now. Let's go ahead and remove grappled and restrained. As you kind of flop into the water and kind of get your bearing.
Alright, and I am going to move out of water. I'm going to move into the land. We'll call out, draw it out of the water.
Alright.
Too late for that.
That is an opportunity attack.
That's better than staying in range.
And you're not hit. Alrighty. And that ends your turn?
That's all I got here.
Alright, our little commoner friend.
Don't
I'll
do
get
anything
you
stupid,
for
guy.
mom and da! He takes one of the javelins and throws it. And it swishes in the water. He's not useful here, really.
Dude, you trying to hit me?
I'll kill a beastie!
Oh boy.
That is all a commoner could do on his turn. It's Jason.
It's more than I expected him to do.
Fair.
Can scimitars be thrown?
Theoretically, with very little range and very little effect.
Okay.
They're not really balanced for throwing.
Okay. Then he has no ranged option.
This is the plight of
I
a
know the
paladin.
feeling. I know the feeling well, do not worry.
Doesn't the Paladin kit have the option of javelins at the beginning though? Did he not take that?
Just
I guess not.
just use a bow as a paladin.
Dude, there are some that do. You can pick a martial weapon, and it's terrifying.
You just can't apply your smites to them.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Which is why most people don't bother with it.
He'll he'll pull out his longsword. You know what? Let's do that. He'll take action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh,
30,
I didn't lock the
5,
grid.
40.
40. Okay. Alright, so he's going to run
that's
over
it.
to that side of the bank. Identh, now you get to play your character.
One after another.
And this happens to you every time you're playing someone else's character, and I feel sorry for you, because you're always the party cleric.
Well,
I wonder how
have-
well lightning and water mix.
Please don't. I'm in the water.
I'm still curious.
I mean, I
I
guess
am-
I get advantage on dodging, I think. But
I am
still.
curious too, but not going to do that. Go there. And need to draw a pointer.
Ooh.
I like having the circle's not on me.
Yes.
Let me make sure that's the right size.
Let me make sure that hits Dion.
Please don't. Especially if it's lightning. Please don't.
Oh, that's actually larger. It's 10.
Oh,
No, that's correct. It's a
okay.
10-foot radius. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do
Idens
you do?
will point at that location and yell "shatter," and immediately a loud ringing noise erupts from that. And you also know that, or could see that the symbol of Cord shimmers green for a moment as he uses Destructive Wrath.
Alrighty.
Okay. And it's dead.
3d8 maxed.
And it's dead.
Okay. 24.
Rip Crocagator.
I was gonna say that's about how much damage I've done to it thus far.
By the way, at
Actually,
the
no.
Plop.
top right, there's a button with a plus and minus, and that has a button that says max, and that will max your damage if you roll it.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's useful.
So,
But I've applied the damage, but thank you for pointing that out, man. Now we all know. Okay. So yeah, the water ripples away. The area somewhat ruptures, it seems. And then the water closes back into place. And it's still alive. At which point, it is now going to try and bite Dion's Shure. Successfully
Come on.
biting Dion's Shure.
dang it. Yeah.
And he is grappled and restrained. Now this is the fun part, because this was what it was preparing to do to Wolfchild. It then plunges into the water.
Yeah. I'll start making a new character. Dang it!
Let's go
So,
ahead. I need to make a stealth check for it.
So when it says instant death right there,
It went down to negative his HP, and it was instant death.
Yeah.
Oh! Shoot! Yeah!
Well, hold on.
Yeah, Dayun just died in one hit.
How much damage did it do? 27?
27.
Yeah.
I know the math's not wrong, but I want to say that it is.
Yeah.
So 19, I would have had 4. It did exactly how much it needed to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
One less
I'll get to the important part of that scenario in a little
Yeah.
bit. Let's have it make it
So to
stealth.
anyone just watching, that was probably a character death.
Yeah.
Not probably.
But we'll see if Josh does anything strange, but yeah, it should
You
be.
know me. You know me.
Yeah. I'm gonna start looking up. Where's the new stuff we can add?
I'll send you the handout for a little bit. We'll see what the rest of the party decides to do about it. But 19,
I
does
have
that
it.
beat anybody, or does anybody have a higher passive perception?
no.
Okay, so it is effectively stealthed as it plunges into the water. With Dion's, quote, unconscious body. but it's not likely that it was able to get very far. As you can hear the light rustle of the water. It's not moving quietly like they normally do. I can't actually turn him invisible. Oh wait, no, I can. Invisible.
Gasp. Where did he go?
Well, that's a bit of a bother.
It is not moving silently enough to disguise that it is still in the proximity of where it was. Just enough you can't tell exactly where it is now. Selton! There was a lovely horrid crack. And now the beastie has disappeared.
Okay, I'm gonna move to. Yeah, we're gonna move to right there.
Alrighty.
And I guess I'll use my action to try to see if I can see it.
Alright.
If I can find
Make
it.
a perception check.
Yeah. Wow.
Alright. So you can see it has only moved a little bit into the bed. You can see the faint ripple of where it is. And can point it out to your allies.
Yeah, I'm gonna point it out. I'm gonna be. It's right there. It's right down
Alright.
there. And then that's my action. So
Okay.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to pow.
Go ahead and move yourself.
Cool.
Alright. Kozak.
So, now that he's pointed it out, can I see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I am just going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay, go ahead and roll that damage onto it.
Sweet.
Alright. 3 beaming bolts of blue energy plummet into it, and you can see it squirm and get very frustrated. And then you're going to move over there.
Yep.
Okay. With that, we skip that turn. Wolfchild.
Let's see. Gonna move up here, hit it with a javelin.
Alrighty. Accept the movement.
Where is... There it is. Dang.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Very nice.
Oh.
A good piercing jab. You can see blood flowing into the water. It definitely looks like this creature is probably not going to be staying and hiding for very long in its rage. Alright.
Yeah. I then use the rest of my movement to
Go
back
ahead and move
off
yourself.
this direction.
Oh no.
The commoner is going to... You're not gonna take another one! Run up.
He did.
And he doesn't know.
Gosh,
And miss with another wooden javelin.
Listen,
He's the
if you're going to
first
get
hero.
yourself killed, I got to know where you keep your stuff.
Jason.
He did say he'll give us everything.
What Fantasy Grounds doesn't give all of the spell information.
It's probably because he hasn't entered all his spell information on his character sheet. He probably didn't drag all of his spells in.
Is it a bonus action to cast Thunderous Smite?
Thunderous
Yes.
Smite, yes.
Yes. Smites
If
are
you hit the
bonus action.
dragon icon, it will actually expand it and show you all the information.
But yeah,
Yeah,
as a
that's a
person,
bonus
as a
action.
paladin character, the smites are pretty much all bonus actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He's gonna do that then. And I think just do that.
Alright, yep.
And as long as he can see it,
Jumps into the water to go at it.
he'll try to whack this thing. And
Whack it!
What is he was blessed, I think, with from Stelton.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got him blessed.
Plus just auto applies
Yep.
because technology.
Thank
Yay!
you. There.
Boom! He gets a good
Okay.
stab in there. Let's see how much damage it is. Enough. So he steps in, javelins flying. One pierces it, another misses. And he just steps in, flips the blade, and as it comes up to go for a bite, he just jams it right into its mouth. And then there's just this loud as its body kind of inflates for a moment. And then it falls still. As you are out of initiative, as there is no present danger.
I'm gonna start dragging the crocodile out of the river.
All right. So
Steven's body separate from the crocodile, or is it?
Diyun's body is not in its mouth anymore.
Okay.
The commoner does jump down to try and help you drag it up, because he wants this thing's body in view as well. This is his life purpose being fulfilled right here. But no, his body is not in its grip, and seems to probably be still in the river.
Let's get him out of there.
I'll go try to grab his body out of there.
Yeah, I'll help.
All
All
right.
right.
So you drag what you believe to be the unconscious at first, but now you can find he's not breathing. Body of Diyun.
Well, you knew this fellow, right?
No.
All right.
No.
Well,
As the crocodile corpse suddenly swells to 300% size, roll initiative.
My mouse is so broken, and I'm just trying to flip its position. There we go.
I didn't really know him. I
all right. Well,
think he knew me.
that he knew that fellow in the tavern, right, with the white hair. Maybe you should just hand off the body to him.
Kinda. Oh. I'm sorry for your loss. I didn't mean for nothing like this. Oh, my mom died. Oh,
Yeah.
Beast of the
well,
Ever Dead is dead. But I'm sorry.
it is what it is. But we took the job. He knew the risks. And he attacked it. Not worth being sorry about it now, right?
I guess.
I am
I-
tying a rope around this thing to prepare to drag it back to town.
Okay.
What are you doing?
We hunted it. Let's see if anyone will give anything for it.
I'm
Uh,
curing Wolfchild's wounds.
I
Thank you.
promised Una reward, eh? So, if you wouldn't mind, I'll show you my way to my home, and we can take care of the trade there. You can keep the corpse.
Let's get along then, I guess.
All right.
What do we do with his body? Is
We'll
it appropriate to just
cart around a corpse. No, but there was a crocodile attack.
Oh no, that's not what I mean. Is it appropriate? I don't know any. I don't know too much about human burial rituals. That's not true. I would know quite a bit about that.
I am already dragging the corpse in the direction of town.
Well, regardless of that,
I don't know what kind of religion he was a part of.
yeah.
Do we care? Do we just let him float downriver?
Well, we're not exactly the closest friends. We could do that. I guess that wouldn't bother me, but I think we should hand him off to that fellow at the bar. Seemed to know him. Definitely closer than we were to him.
really
does
don't
seem-
trust that
does
fellow.
seem pretty good.
Well, there's only so much you can do with a body, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Well,
You got something to say, Identh?
Sounds good to hand him off to the person that was in the tavern we were in.
All right.
I don't have any spell that could bring him back at all. On the other hand, maybe crocodile skin sells for a good amount.
I think we could get enough to pay for a resurrection in this country.
It's not really common magic either. But it's not outside of possibilities.
Resurrection magic does exist, but I don't think we're gonna find it anywhere. Anywhere close to get the watch. I think our best bet for something like that would be a big city, and because I know a little bit about resurrection magic. Do I?
I would say not much.
Yeah.
The presence of divine magic is still a new thing in the world, for one, since the Reclamation wasn't that long ago. And on top of that, other than divine casters, in which resurrection magic is kind of rare, there's also the weird sources of power but those are mostly fairy tales and legends, stories of strange powers. You'd really have to search for that.
I mean, do we? We do know some cultists right now.
I was gonna say there is somebody who might be interested in a corpse, but you probably won't be getting a person back from that guy.
Right.
Hey, Brevin.
Yes.
How would you feel about selling your corpse?
If there's no way of getting him back, because that would be my preference currently, but I do understand the precarious situation. Make some money for the dang group, why don't you?
I was making a joke.
I figured that would be what you would want, yeah. Like, it's a corpse. If it can be sold, then yeah. It seems like the kind of character Davies has been.
Let me put it this way. Again, if there's a way to bring him back, my preference would be that, because this is one of like 3 characters that I'm really attached to.
I don't think we have anything.
I don't think there's any way to either, and I've already got the startings of a new character, so don't worry about it. I'll be back next week.
You don't have anything on you as a group for sure. As for the wider world, that's for you to search.
So, I mean, I guess my preference is, can y'all at least go back to town and maybe ask and go from there? If not, don't worry about it.
All right. Well, we'll ask around, and I mean, if it comes to it, when we get strong enough, maybe we'll just go down into the 9 hells and drag his soul back up with us.
No. Do you think his soul went there? How would it go to 9 hells? Did he have some sort of pact?
Well,
was there something wrong?
You look at the odd tattoos on his body.
well, this fellow knew an awful lot about the art of killing, right? That sort of person goes to the greatest place. But I mean, he could have followed a deity that is about that sort of thing and ended up there instead. We could ask around town. I'll separate for a bit and ask someone. I might have someone who can help.
All right. Around this point, I imagine you've been traveling back, since we did kind of establish that you were on a headway back with the bodies. You come upon a small hut that this commoner, of whose name I forgot, so I'm just going to call him Henry.
This is how naming characters work.
This is how naming characters works, especially
Things
one-off
happen.
characters who
We will likely never see again.
implications.
That's what you think. We're gonna bring Henry on every adventure from now on.
Shush.
This is where Henry becomes a character and is Brevon's next character.
Don't tempt me, except for now.
He brings you to his little hut that's outside of the town, but not far. You can see the city or the town walls of Keizo's Watch. And as you kind of enter in, as he kind of enters in and waves you in, from the outside you can see it's a small, humble place. He probably doesn't have very much of his own. There's a small chicken coop in the back, but that's about it. And he kind of just gestures you, and he's like, let's not make it wait all day.
All right.
I am continuing to take the corpse back to town. They can deal with this guy.
You got anything of particular value in there?
Well, I did promise everything. So, a deal is a deal. You own it all. My hut, my chickens, and I now belong to your servitude.
All right.
We have.
I wanted
opinion.
vengeance. And you
Yeah.
gave
Son
it
of a
to
gun.
me. And it came at the cost of one of your own, too. I've seen no other better choice. And I've got nothing left to live for.
Well,
So add +1 slave to your list. / servant.
That just means more food, you guys. Just tell him no.
um,
Just kidding. Please take him along.
are we planning to stay near here long? I'm asking the rest of the group.
I'm not there.
And
Well, it certainly didn't sound like it, but all right. So, how about this for now? We're sticking in town for a few days. You can put us up in your hut. You'll take care of it for those days, and then once we're leaving, we'll come to collect you, and then you can come along.
Should I get... I'll get some preparations ready. Thank
what you
you
must.
for... Mima and, Alright. I got a strong back. I can carry my own goods and maybe even your own, so you won't regret it.
All right. We'll make sure to feed you well. You'll be well kept. All right.
Alright.
Let's go.
Okay, so you set off heading back to town as he starts to throw a few little things together in pre-preparation, and you can return to town. Wolfchild, you wanted to sell the crocodile?
Yeah, I imagine I have like a few people I generally do trade with for like hides and meat and other things I might come across. So
Alright.
I'll just head to them.
So
Ask
go
if
ahead
they
and
want
give
it.
me a persuasion check, but do it with advantage because you've got home turf.
Heh. Click the advantage button, find persuasion. Heck yeah!
Alright. Let's see how much you get out of this. So you get
Big
300 gold for the corpse.
Ah!
oh,
Because it is not your regular old crocodile. This thing is large, and that's a lot of hide. That's gonna be very useful. Not to mention the meat, while kind of muscly and stringy, it's still meat and could be used. This could
And
last
its
a
teeth,
good...
and its bones,
Its
and
teeth, its
who
bones,
who
yeah.
knows what else.
This is a valuable haul. So that is 300 gold for the crocodile.
We got less to kill people than a crocodile.
You can't sell people's corpses on the market.
That's
Not as
true.
easily, at
On
least.
the market.
Not on the normal market.
Not on the normal market. I mean,
No more
fairies
half
and other stranger humanoid-esque creatures, maybe, but people? That's too far.
We know someone who will buy them.
Well, I have my
We have connections. We shouldn't, but we do.
I don't care. Sell body to a cult. Who cares? No.
Beyond that, it's kind of in your hands. You bring the corpse of Dune Shore with you.
Okay. Well, makes things interesting.
And open back up that map.
It's my
Lock.
combat turn. Yeah.
It's your combat turn. Yep.
Yeah, Wolfchild might be a while because he would absolutely try to help with like the cutting up of the corpse and just that because he has experience doing that.
All right.
So, does someone have his body? Did we like wrap it up or something, or are we just carrying it around?
I'm certainly not to wrap it up.
Yeah. So it's just kind of slumped. Rigor mortis hasn't set in yet, so he's kind of like a sack of potatoes.
But you do notice he's not warm to the touch whatsoever. Never was, even when you had just pulled him out.
Yes.
All right.
I feel like that's a character that just never came up.
Nope, because I
I'm gonna
died way
do.
too quick.
I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm just gonna walk over to the old guy, grab him, like by the arm, and lead him upstairs.
Okay. For you, I have this to give you. Is that?
Do I have to hold on? I'll figure this out. Oh, I have to. Okay. There we go.
Okay, and you drag him up with you. Little resistance is applied.
Yeah. All right. Did you have a room up here, right?
That I do. And I get a feeling we're going to need it.
Let's go in there.
Okay.
Let's just go in there.
Alrighty. So he leads you down. I believe it was this one. Yeah. Do you have the body with you? I should have asked.
Oh. I don't remember who had the body. If no one else did, I would, but...
Would you?
Identh could have been carrying it.
Huh?
Identh could have been if no one else wants to have that responsibility.
So then I don't have the body.
Okay. Then I will just...
In which case, actually, Identh would probably be outside.
plop.
I'll
Okay.
say Jason's there as well, because
Yeah. Alright.
Identh is technically lightly encumbered, as is
Yes.
Jason.
So what is it? Hey?
I want a straight answer. Who are you? A real straight answer. I don't want the dancing around the knee points. I want to know who you are.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Arten Songwallow. I'm agent of the Harmonic Soul. Informant. I don't do very much these days, so I don't keep much of an undercover personality anymore.
Okay, but what does that mean? What does that mean? What does any of that mean?
Very clearly you took some serious hit to the head, I guess. We are an order set in the far north of the mountains that collect knowledge and decide whether it's safe or not safe for the common folk to have. Scary truths that could unravel civilization, we keep quiet, and, well, rotten politician secrets get out to the public through a couple bards. It's, we're an information group. It's a lot to explain, if you wanted
Right,
a
and
full rundown.
Okay. And I will try. I know it's a common practice by now, but I will. My hand is like ready to draw my crossbow at any moment.
Okay.
It's not out, and I'm trying to keep it a little bit hidden from him. But like,
Yeah.
not hidden. I'm trying to show him that I'm ready. I'm ready for a fight if one breaks out, but
Yeah. There's no need for that. You're, technically, were, I guess, one of us, actually. So, you're among allies, really.
Nope, that can't be. You're just saying that because you would. Anyways, that's none of this is important. I just want to know what you want, because you both dragged me in here. You were both talking about things. What do you want here? What's going on?
I want nothing.
Both here. You're
I'm
both
an informant.
Okay.
Dune, sure, he was the one who wanted something. He's
Okay.
like you, a member of the order. I act to provide information to members of the order who need.
It's not. I'm not. You. I don't.
All right, but that's all
But
I
what do
do.
you want?
I don't
I
want
want
anything.
a straight answer. I want a real answer. What are you? You're here. You're saying these things. You're saying I'm a part of your order. He was following me everywhere, and now he's dead. And what do you want? What's going on? Who are you really? I want to know.
Okay, I want a comfortable bed, a nice cup of mead, and a lovely wife. And it's terrible to hear that Dune is dead. I would like to know more about this death. The loss of a member is very disheartening. That's kind of it, really. I would really like to know about Dune's death and where he is. I mean, did you just leave him somewhere?
Does he seem genuinely interested about Dean's death?
Yeah.
His body's downstairs. We have it because they want to give it to you, but I want to.
Okay. Then...
You said you're an information gathering group, and that you
Yeah.
control information, and that you did.
We mostly make sure it makes it to the people it'll help the most. May I ask for us to venture to the body? I mean, I seem to be your
Why,
hostage
why,
after
why,
all.
why don't you wait up here for just a second? It's
All
been
right.
a hard loss for everybody.
All right, well, I will wait here.
Just let us just say our goodbyes.
Yes. So, I'm waiting here, yes?
Yeah, and I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
That did.
All right,
I'm
I'll
gonna
just drag
walk
you over to the other
downstairs. Let me-
map. Plop. Okay.
Do you know what's taking them so long, Wolfchild? I thought are they in there?
So Wolfchild would have just gotten here from the
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say that.
selling and butchering of the corpse.
But a heavy bag
Not
of
this
gold.
one, the other one.
Kozak. Isn't he just in there?
Yeah, I'm assuming he'll be on. He's speaking to the fellow that brought him up the first day.
Just a little worried about the city guard coming around and seeing a dead body here. But
Well, I mean, it's obviously been dealt with, or the blow was done by a beastie. There's nothing too bad to worry about there. I'm sure this city's seen far worse things than that.
I suppose so.
Alright.
You got a cut of pay for us, Wolfchild?
I'll just throw the bag to his feet.
All right, it's on me to divvy it out then. So it's only fair you sold it. So
Yes.
I will divvy the gold out to remaining members, so everyone gets 60.
60. And I will go ahead and put something in here. Okay. Let me go ahead and drag Sultan back to the downstairs map, as by this point he would have returned. To find your allies sitting outside of the tavern with a with the slumped body. Wolfchild has rejoined the group as well.
Got any news for us, Selden?
He'll handle the body. I don't.
So,
He'll. If there's anything we want to do with it, if there's anything we want to do with him, but I think it's a good idea if we leave town pretty soon.
All right. Well,
where should I put the body? Because maybe not right next to the front door.
well, he'll come collect it, right?
I told him just to wait a minute upstairs.
Okay.
Mm,
Well,
Okay.
I've got one last ditch effort. I could contact someone. Now that I've got coin, it might go somewhere, so I might go do that for now. Then Kozak, leave.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
Alright, so I come back. Alright. I got a location for a relic that could help. So
Okay.
I don't know. Might be resurrecting the body, so maybe we should keep an eye on it, or at least know where it's buried so we can come back for it.
hmm
Should someone tell the guy pointing into the tavern the guy.
You think he needs to know, Sultan?
No,
All right,
he doesn't.
then we can let him bury the body. And we'll come back for it if we need it.
Okay.
I don't know where he'll bury it.
Well, we can ask him.
If he has it,
Ask him.
I
I'm
don't
sure he'll tell you.
You could always ask him.
All right. You left him upstairs?
Yeah, is Josh back?
Yes.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
The game's in your
Yeah.
hands right now, so.
I was just making sure you're hearing all this. Yes, I left him upstairs. I don't. Kozak, do not trust him. He's not a trustworthy man. He's a.
All right. Well, I don't trust him, but at the very least, I don't think he would lie about where he would bury a body that, as far as he knows, we would have nothing to do with.
Fair enough. So, what is this relic?
Just got some info. It's supposed to mitigate the cost of a resurrection. We'll find out more when we find it. As you can assume, something like that, not a lot is known about it, so I don't know a lot about it. I just know a location. That's it.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna go up and retrieve that guy and be like, all right, I think we're ready. We got that body for you.
All right. Yeah. Yes, it's probably right that his body be given the proper dues by an actual priest of Makana.
Yeah. Where are you? You just planning on putting him in a plot near here?
Yeah. It's not really a proper place. The actual graveyard is dedicated only for the soldiers, so I'm gonna just take him out of town a little bit of ways. If ever you want to give your condolences, I'll show you where it is
Yes.
once I'm done.
Tough loss. I think it'd be great. We're waiting for you outside. You can
All right.
take him and do what you like. I don't know how much Sultan said, but it's a gnarly sight. He was done in by a monstrous crocodile.
A shame. All right. And he kind of gets up and he makes his way with you. He'll retrieve the body.
All right.
Just kind of hoists him on his shoulder and then starts to make his way out.
Easy peasy.
All right. You pause for a moment as you remember something,
Mm-hmm.
and you can begin to lead the party to the tomb, which lies somewhere about half a day's journey into the scar.
Closer than I thought. All right. I know where it is. Do we want to go now, or do you suppose we should take a rest first? Because well, if we leave now, then we might have to spend the night in the shard, or we'd be going in without our full strength, right? I know you took a gnarly bite from that crocodile, and I'm down a couple spells. Couldn't hurt. Let's take a night's rest.
All right.
I'm gonna try something. I'm just testing something because XP reasons. Okay. Because he is dead. All right. So you're going to take another rest before you set out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll spend the rest of the day in town doing whatever, and then we'll sleep through the night, and then we'll take off in the morning. Sound
Okay.
good to everyone?
Yeah.
Cool.
So again, for those, or actually, you can just go to the little hut you now own.
Yeah. Pull up with you call him Henry this time?
Yeah, Henry. We're going to stick with Henry.
Okay.
All right.
Come back
And with
read it.
that, you get a nice rest with the images of a person being
sleep
chomped on and
outside.
broken by a crocodile in your sleep.
It's not the worst I've seen.
No.
Dion's
no, it
turn.
wouldn't be for you.
I failed the
Yes,
saving
it's
throw.
And with that, we'll call
I
this
sleep
session to an
outside
end.
the house.
Because sadly, we can't really do a dungeon in less than 20 minutes.
No, I wouldn't expect so. Especially not in the Scar.
We also got to find some we got to hire a goon or something that's gonna be the one session character for Brevin.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm debating.
Keep
whether
in
I want this
mind,
character to be
Brevin,
one session.
I do want to put something out there. Your soul
Yeah.
can always choose not to come back if a resurrection happens.
Well, and
Put
that's
that out there because I know sometimes a player will make a character and then be like, "Wait, I want to play this more than my last one."
Yeah, I'm on the fence. Are we done with campaign? Because I could go on for 30 minutes at least about what I'm plotting at this point.
We're done with the session.
Yep, the
tonight.
campaign's over.
That's
Yeah,
it.
well-
Yeah, the
Sorry.
campaign's over.
Yep, ended with my death. I was the pro tag, obviously.
Of course.
Man,
The character that doesn't even have an actual name.
Jeez.
well, I didn't expect a giant crocodile to be actually that dangerous.
No,
Uh,
I made a decision that I knew was risky, and I paid the consequences for it.
Yeah, I mean, it also rolled an 8 and a 9.
Yeah,
Again?
it does.
You did that on me
it-
last time.
It does do a lot of damage, but it only does like 2 hits, and it specifically can't bite anybody else if it has someone it's in its jaw.
Yeah.
It was just
Anyway,
fortunate.
I'm gonna stop the
Unlucky.
recording so I don't have to edit
Yeah.
it down.